So I did record today. I threw up a video. Some of the camera angles are a little messed up, but it is what it is. I'm basically just putting information out there, trying to help people. You know, slow down your movements, squeeze it, feel the muscle. You know, if you look back on all the shorts, there's a ton of shorts about supplements, protein. What else? You know, I'm gonna throw a video out there also about, you know, healthy carbohydrates to eat. White rice versus brown rice, white potato versus sweet potato versus a yam. Yeah, so glycemic index, you know, versus glycemic load, and what is it, like why, like what, you know. So there will be more, but thanks for watching, and keep it up, keep killing it, don't stop. I ended up doing some lat pull downs as well. As you can see, the weight's kind of heavy. I am leaning back a little bit. It was one of those nights we just needed to get it out. But yeah, normally, you know, but again, I'm trying to go as slow as possible, you know. I did drop it. At this point, I actually was pretty gassed already, honestly. I wasn't gonna record, and I said, you know what? And I threw it up. So yeah, at this point, I was kind of gassed, but if you notice, I do feel it in my lats, and when I'm pulling it down, I'm not trying to really rip it all the way down, but I'm giving it, you know, I'm kind of taking my time with it. I'm not going super slow, but not going super fast. I want to feel each fiber tighten and contract on my way down, so that when I get to the bottom, I can hold the squeeze for couple seconds and then slowly come back up. If you can notice, you can't really see my face, but I'm really grimacing, trying to you know, squeeze the muscle and, you know, get as much blood as possible in there. That's the name of the game. You know, bodybuilding versus powerlifting, you know, is just lift heavy weights with correct form. Bodybuilding is more feel the muscle, fill it with blood, and you know the rest. And we also did, I went and did some pullovers. This gym actually has the really old, one of the old pullover machines with the bike chain and everything. Just pull down, you know, you're actually not pulling, you're pushing with your elbows down and back, if that makes sense. Almost like into an arc position. And just squeezing those lats, and then when you come up, you want to come up nice and slow and get a really good stretch. But camera angle was horrible, so sorry about that. So over here I found the new machine that they had. I've never seen it before. Once you pull down, it comes into almost like a W. You'll see as I pull down. It's like an arc movement almost. If you can notice, my hands are not going straight. They're coming into an arc almost like a circle. But anyways, did a couple sets here. Really tried to focus on just feeling everything, squeezing everything. There's no sense in loading it up with 6 plates and, you know, rocking reps, literally. But I did, I believe I did 2 sets with the, I think I did a plate. I did a plate to warm up, get the feel of it. The 2 plates, this was a set, a work set. And then I went into a drop set where I added a quarter on each side, and I think I got 8, and then I dropped it, you know, took the quarters off, did a bunch more, and then, not even a bunch. I mean, at this point I was starting to get pretty gassed. But, yeah, I took the quarters off, the plate off, you know, so I did a triple drop set, I guess. But yeah, overall, I mean, this workout was awesome. I love this machine. This felt really good. So like I said, here comes the quarters coming off. And then, yeah, I did a few more reps with this. I believe I might have did about 4 or 6. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out here. If you notice, I'm really trying to squeeze it at the bottom. I tried for a hold count of 2. So, and then as you see, the reps just start coming up. I didn't do many. Yeah, I didn't do many. I didn't think I did too many on that one. The last one I think I did about 8 or so, but we'll see. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I think I got about 6. But this was the set that really, you're pretty dead after that. After, doing a heavier set, then, dropping it. And I don't usually do drop sets. I haven't done them in a long time. I do believe in them. They do work well when needed at the right time. And then for shoulders, I didn't do too much. Ended up doing side lateral raises right here. And then the reverse, it wasn't a reverse pec deck, it was a rear lateral machine. You put your elbows on the pad behind you and either open up your arms or come back into a bench press position, I guess you would call it. Either way, people do them different. I opened my arms all the way. I did not record that, but really trying to work on the eccentric portion of the movement on the way down to really get that burn. If you're really putting all your energy into slowing down your concentric, eccentric, and pausing at the top, you'll definitely notice a difference in your workout and your physique. And you don't really need much. You'll also find out that you will need less sets because you're frying the muscle literally in 1 to 2 sets. You can do 3, and yes, this does come from Mike Mentor. I just tweak it a little bit. You have to learn to take things from other people, but find out what works and kind of cherry pick it. Just pick out what works for you. Figure out what works for you. After you take a bunch of ideas, right, and then figure out what works for you, now you're creating your own program. You're learning your body, which is what the game is about. Whether you're into fitness, just doing, running or biking or just weight training in general and not bodybuilding, like whatever it is, you gather all your information and you pick what works for your body best. You pick what works for you. Is it a long process? Sure, it is. It can be. It can be short for some and longer for others, but I will say that is the best way to go about things. Number one, I'd start with some type of fitness book and read about it. Just read it back to front. When I was younger, we had Arnold Schwarzenegger's Modern Bodybuilding Encyclopedia, and I've read all his books. But did I do his workouts? Sure, as a kid, you're stupid. You do things. But I quickly learned that those workouts were, great for 2 weeks, and then the 3rd, 4th week is when you start really noticing a decline. So, and again, that's where you learn your body. You learn your body. You learn your limits. Learn your body. And to finish it off, I did some donkey calf raises since it's been a long time since I've used this machine. It's nice to hit the calf from a different angle. Some would say you can get this off the leg press too.